It's warm, there are bugs and microscopic organisms squirming around in the soil. There are so many bugs, like earthworms, mites, centipedes, and ants. My name is Rushija, and today I will be talking about the meaning of composting and the effects of composting in the future. Composting is a really good way to save scraps, money, and the environment. Composting things form soil so that you don't have to buy soil from the store and you won't have to throw it away. There are places that are already doing this, such as the World Hunger Relief Farm that the MSLP studio recently visited. There, they compost a lot of things that you would normally throw away. Some food scraps they give to their livestock, such as their pigs, but other things like eggshells they compost into soil for their farms. That saves them money and they don't need to throw things away. They take scraps from nearby stores and restaurants and compost that too. By doing all these things, they save the environment, their own money, and the restaurant's money. Another place that is starting to compost is San Francisco. Every day, there are about 4.4 pounds of waste created by the average American. Yet only 1.5 pounds is composted or recycled. That means that the U.S. only keeps 34% of its waste from going into the landfill. Here is an interview of a person who works in the San Francisco composting division.
The ultimate goal here in San Francisco is to be the first city in the United States to reach zero waste. And the ways we define zero waste in San Francisco is nothing to landfill and nothing to incineration.
So first of all, what is the actual meaning of composting? Composting is when we take organic material and it gets broken down by microorganisms, and then it can be used as fertilizer for the environment. So basically, we can take food scraps and other types of waste and reuse it for the environment. Isn't that cool? Well, actually, composting is pretty easy to start, and it doesn't take a lot of time. At the farm, I learned when you are composting, the best way to compost is to have a ratio of greens and browns. For example, greens are organic waste like orange peels, and browns are like wood chips and stuff. Organic waste that goes in landfills creates methane gases, which is obviously bad for our planet. But with composting, we can reduce that and help our planet like San Francisco is doing. Here's a composting story. After composting for years at home, a young man couldn't bear to toss the coffee grounds from the employee break room at work in the trash. He tried taking them home to compost, but quickly grew frustrated transporting wet coffee grounds. He learned how to warm compost and started keeping a bin under his desk at work. He eventually told his boss and co-workers, and the whole office started saving the food scraps from their lunches to feed the composting bloodworms. So start composting today, before it's too late.